I'm Dan Simmons. My faith journey started from a very young age. My dad was born and raised Lutheran. My mom was born and raised Catholic. They made the decision to raise my sister and I in the Catholic faith. I was originally baptized as an infant, as is custom in the Catholic faith. I completed all my sacraments of initiation and was very involved in our church growing up. By the age of 18, there was only about 5 weekend masses that I had missed. That I missed my whole life. After I graduated from high school and started racing cars, church and my faith journey took a back seat. I used any excuse not to go to church. Since I had graduated, I wasn't involved and felt a lack of purpose by going. Throughout the next several years, throughout my young adult life, I could rarely be found in church. I became what we call an Easter Christmas Catholic. I still believed in God and tried to live life of faith, but other than the belief, I didn't do anything to practice my faith. In April of 2017, I got married. It was followed quickly by a separation in spring of 2018, and a divorce later that year. After my divorce, I felt I had no purpose but to work. I could no longer afford the house I had bought and ended up selling it to move back in with my mom. I'd signed up for as many overtime shifts as I could and used work to distract me from my emptiness I was feeling. Despite my mom consistently asking me to go to church, I couldn't bring myself to go. During this time, I had a childhood friend who kept telling me about this girl she worked with, and she thought we'd make a good couple. That girl was Michaela, and along with Michaela came the Franks family. The first time I met Jim was the toughest interrogation of my life, and this time I wasn't the one asking the questions. A lot of the first conversation revolved around my upbringing and faith journey. Since I was a non-practicing Catholic, I was open to trying a different type of church than I was used to. I still remember the pep talk Jenny gave me prior to attending my first service at New Hope in 2019. It began with something along the lines of, "It's going to be a little different than you're used to." During our time dating and engagement, we attended a few New Hope services and a few services at churches in our area as we lived in Galion at the time. But God and my faith journey still weren't a priority to me. When I found out we were expecting Evelyn is when everything changed for me. I knew that I wanted Evelyn to have a strong Christian upbringing I had grown up with. I knew that this blessing was my sign to come back to Christ. With our move to Worcester, Michaela and I made it a priority to start coming regularly to New Hope. I instantly felt welcome and felt a sense of belonging. I found myself wanting to get involved and looking forward to Sunday mornings. By becoming involved in a few different ministries, as well as small groups and practicing my faith on a daily basis, I feel more connected to God than ever before. I look forward to raising Evelyn in a faith-filled environment and watching her faith grow. Since recommitting my life to God, we have been very blessed and things always seem to work out in God's time, which is also way better than my timeline. I know that God will always be there to guide me and help me up when I fall, and I look forward to continuing to grow in faith and the knowledge of the Bible for the rest of my life until I meet God face to face.
All right. Well, Dan, you have accepted Jesus into your heart, so I baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.